And here we are, Sambo on Saturday again. And again, we're back here at the Gawler Racecourse. Now, you know, this venue is absolutely fantastic. I've had a lot of association with it in my life in living in Gawler. And it's great today that we have the general manager of the racecourse here in Shane. And also we have Brian here, completely different, but sees a fair bit of Shane because he loves coffee. So we'll be talking about the two different things as we go down the line. And certainly, as I said to you before, that it's quite morbid here at the moment because there's no activity. Normally this place is a buzz. You know, I mean, the amount of functions I've been in this room here with hundreds of people at fundraising events and everything. And Shane and his function director, Brittany, are always out there looking for anybody that wants to hold any large functions. They do the catering with suppliers and things like that, and there's nothing that they can't do or supply here at this beautiful venue. So I think I'll go to you first, Shane, there to do with the operations here, and possibly, first of all, just how much it has actually, well, knocked the operation around because of this damn virus that we didn't want.
Yeah, it's been a challenge for us. Obviously, the core of our business is horse racing.
Yep.
Horse racing has been able to continue through this pandemic, but which has been wonderful for the industry and the industry participants and the thousands and thousands of people that are employed within horse racing, both in South Australia and nationally. But for us as a club on the ground, obviously we've had to shut our doors. And on our race days here now, where no one can come on site, basically from us as a club, there is no income. We still have to do all the track work, and all our staff still have to prepare and get everything ready. And we basically open the door, let the industry come in and play their games, and then they go away at the end of the day, and then we reassess and get ready for the next race meeting. So it has been challenging for us. You know, we employ, you know, around 11 full-time staff. You know, we can have up to anywhere from 25 to 30 casuals on race meetings and functions and so forth. And the functions have become such a big part of our business. We've changed our business model a little bit, that we don't rely just on the racing industry. So that's put us in a good stead for this time. So the last financial year, we did over 153 functions here in the year. So we're averaging over 3 a week, and it's first birthday parties, it's corporate functions, it's weddings, it's all sorts of things. So we can cater. We've got so many different rooms and facilities and areas to cater for anyone's needs. So yeah, we're as a business, we're growing. This has sort of just put the handbrake on for a little bit. We're no different to anyone else in the community though, and we'll come out okay and we'll push on.
Yep. No, I know what you mean by the amount of people that utilise the beautiful facilities you got here. A friend of mine were in a bird club, and not the birds.
Tweet birds.
Yeah, the ones with the feathers. And anyway, they had a little bit of a problem of getting their large group because I didn't realise the bird clubs were so big, but and also the quality of the birds that people do keep and collect and sell. And I suggested to the president of the club one day, why don't you go and see Shane about having the meeting here? Well, it's snowballed from there. Now other clubs and all are wanting to come and enjoy the facilities. But the big thing that came out to me, and I want to applaud you for this, was what your staff gave them the assistance with. So many times when people hire a venue, to be able to get all the things that they want to make that function go off without a hitch sometimes is a bit hard, and your staff certainly went overboard and looked after them, so I thank you for that. Now also we have here today Brian Moldenhauer. Now Brian, you've started up a fantastic concept of an idea to take the coffee to the people. And when did you get involved in this, and what made it come on to the point where you thought that it was going to be an avenue of a business to start up that people in the community would want?
Yeah, no worries. Obviously want to second, thank you very much for having us here today. Yeah, first of all, it started off, one of my good friends, previously invested some properties and stuff with, just very like-minded, love meeting new people, and coffee's obviously, very high in the commodity game at the moment. So, basically, a few phone calls, a few meetings, catching up, things like that, and then it just snowballed from there. Yeah, catching up, putting pen on paper. To think, that we'll be in this position, 3.5, nearly 4 years down the track. Business models obviously changed, many times along the way, obviously adapting, just as we've had to, obviously, with everything that's going on at the moment. But it's been an excellent, obviously, opportunity as well, just meeting so many new people. Every day you don't know who's going to be on the end of that phone call.
No.
And what opportunity it is going to bring. Even personally meeting Shane here today, you just never know what's next around the corner.
We're doing business deals already too.
We're already doing business, mate. Not here to play games, but no, it's just like that. It just snowballs. Instant connection. Obviously, we're very proud of the product that we deliver, the consistency, and also the customer service. But it's just things like that. Just a 5-minute phone call, and you just never know what's around the corner, and that's what keeps us going. That's for sure.
That's for sure. And the name of your company, been there, drank that coffee. Yeah. Oh, I think that is absolutely fantastic. When Shane gave me the information, I thought, well, that's great. And then all of a sudden I was sort of looking into being able to meet you today, and people said, haven't you seen Shane, haven't you seen Brian on the side of the road down there by Smithfield, or seen him at a work site or something? So you actually go to the work sites, or when anybody's got a bit of a function on and so forth, you'll go on a request. So they just need to give you a call, and if you can fit them in, you'll go on out there and supply that beautiful coffee. And do you supply food much at all?
First of all, obviously, shout out to Lisa and Chris for the name with that one. I won't take the cake on that, but little bits and pieces, obviously, just the side stuff. Soft drink, muffins, banana bread. Yep. Just them little bits and pieces, obviously, with our drive-through location. People
in a hurry to go, and
they're ready to go to work. So we got to be on the ball, have things ready to go. So it's basically just something quick and easy. We sort of did ask for their feedback. Everyone would love bacon and egg McMuffin or something like that in the morning. Unfortunately, we can't turn that around in the time that they'd require.
Very hard.
With just the room that we've got in the vehicles that we've ride. But muffins, bits and pieces like that. So.
And certainly your personality shines here talking to us now, and you said you've got a couple of vehicles on the road as well. Yep. So being able to pick up somebody that, firstly knows how to make a great cappuccino or a mocha or whatever, and so forth. So it's has there been any challenges that you've had to sort of do to be able to get up that quality that people want you to keep coming back?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, another shout out to Shalom. Very lucky with the employee that we've got. Over 15 years. Previously owned cafes, everything like that himself in the industry. So he's a massive asset to our company. Yep. We learn off him every day. Yep. And hopefully we teach him a few things as well. He's adjusted and fitted in really well to our company for sure. We've got a fleet of 3 vehicles at the moment, obviously 2 operating, and just to touch on obviously earlier as well, schools, workplaces, whatever it may be, especially with what's going on at the moment, it is really beautiful to see a lot of leaders reaching out, getting us along to share their staff and employees coffee. It's such a small thing, but the feedback that we get, obviously we use Mahalia coffee, South Australian as well, very proud with that. But just that small little touch that, to start their day off, it really is great to see them go off happy, and obviously the feedback that they do provide with us. So, So.
And, like with all of these things, and I remember when Shane was employed here with the racecourse, the racecourse has been operating for many, many years, but I proudly say that being involved as an ex-mayor of the town, and that what Shane has done with his team of people and his staff has certainly improved things out of sight, and it's a real credit to the town of Gawler. And talking of challenges, you've had some challenges. You didn't sit back and say, well, that's it. And I think nowadays in this life that we're living at the moment with sadly some terrible things happening to some of our young people in the town, but you've had a challenge because you're in the wheelchair. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about that, if you would?
Yeah, for sure. So it was 10 years ago, 2010, Mount Gambier raced some motocross, state titles over there.
Oh.
And a really unfortunate accident. But I truly believe that I wouldn't be who I am today without the challenges I've faced, but also the people that I've got around me. Speaks volumes. I think that's the biggest part, is the support network. Had a few bad days along the way, but I think the biggest part that I can't reiterate is I don't really call this a disability, but the part about it is we can't see what's going on. This is visual, but everybody that I meet might be 5 times a day, like, to be completely honest. I get just randoms. I might be getting out of my car, whatever it may be, maybe shopping centre, main street of Gawler, anything like that. They'll come over and they'll try and help and things like that.
Fantastic, yeah.
But it's more, my response is always, can I help you? Because, to see that with them, that inspires me, to be better, because it proves that there is good people out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. So, it was unfortunate what happened at the time. I think probably to touch on more, what my family went through with things like that, that breaks my heart. They gave me every opportunity that they could and have and continue to provide that for me. So very blessed with the upbringing that I've had and the people that I've got around me, for sure.
That's very good news, and you also touched the button with me there, because I've been in the motorbikes pretty well all my life. In 1974, I came second in the 24-hour trial, riding all night. My wife called me an idiot, and everybody else did too, sitting on a bloody motorbike for 24 hours. But it also goes to Shane. He's not only been a promoter, as he's doing here in Gawler, but been involved for many years with Speedway. So, Shane, you can tell us a little bit about the Speedway, because I went to Warrnambool this year, and the sprint cars are still as good as ever.
Yeah, exactly. And I've got a motorsport background as well. I think it's a common thing, but it's a obviously sad story, but wonderful that you can still talk about it. And I spent a short amount of time myself at Motorcycling South Australia, and prior to that, I was with Speedway Australia for nearly 10 years, touring the country and seeing a lot of motorsport events. Got a lot of good friends still in motorsport. I love it. So different sort of horsepower now. I put up with the smelly horsepower now, where before it used to be the engines and exactly. So, but no, it's all different. But as a mad sports lover, I think we're all into that sort of thing. Do you still follow the bikes and motorsport a lot, even though what happened?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, it's quite funny sitting here speaking about Speedway as well. I used to travel the circuit and stuff. We're helping one of my mates out spin spanners and stuff, but still heavily involved. It's a big part of my life. I'll never let that go, and hopefully in the future I can help some people achieve their goals and things like that, as well as people help me to at the end of the day get me to where I am today as well. So without their support, never know where it would have ended up. So favourite driver, Shane?
Mine. I wasn't allowed to have a favourite driver because I used to run the race meetings, but actually got some funny stories about that. No, I used to run World Series sprint cars around the country, so they did a silly thing for a while on a couple of the betting channels. You could bet on the sprint car races, but that was a bit close to home. There's many good people in motorsport. And a lot of people from around this area. Ricky Mole, just down the road. Lovely Gawler man and his family and what they've done. And beautiful
active
people.
Motor wreckers.
Active motor wreckers. And, there's the Bowies and all that around the place. So.
Bowies used cars out here at Gawler.
That's it.
But it's quite interesting because I've always been a great believer in multi-complexes like this particular complex here that Shane is now getting going and building up to be an icon for South Australia. around about, it would have been about 32 years ago, we tried to get a speedway built in the middle because there's such a huge area of land. And that was going to be used also, we hope, with trotting as well. But different organisations quite often don't talk to each other. And in the middle, because Shane has the complex here has its own bore, so they've got plenty of water. We're going to have jet boat racing, but sadly the powers that be and the people that live in the community quite often don't like these sort of things that we like. So Shane would have been all for it, and so would have you.
I reckon he would have.
That's for sure. And when we come out of this, Shane, is there a way that you feel that you know, I mean, the message is out there anyway. The complex is beautiful. It's all set up and everything, the whole lot. Is there any different ways you're going to be looking with Brittany, your events organiser, to run different styles of events here?
Yeah, well, obviously on the back of the pandemic, we have to make some changes in different things that we do. But we're also, we're actually quite active at the moment in a growth set up in the way of the racing industry. We've just, in 2 weeks' time, we've got Mr. Corey Wingard, the Minister for Racing. He'll be up here to open up our brand new equine swimming pool that we've just put in, and we're getting a new stable block put out the back. So we expect to have more horses here, new trainers here on our course, more employment, better for our business, and there's spin-off effects with that too. More people coming to our venue, utilise our facilities, they go to the local shops, use local business, buy more coffee off Brian, all these sort of things that are going to grow. So we're not only as a function centre are we building, we're looking at a real a lift in our racing side of what we're doing in our horse training. Every morning here from 4 o'clock in the morning, there's horses out working, and our trainers use our track and our facilities and now our pool in a couple of weeks' time. So there's plenty of things that we need to continue to grow. But yeah, functions. Look, the goalposts are moving every day on numbers and what you can and can't do, and how we deliver food and how we prepare food and all of that. So we've been quite proactive in making sure we're in front of the curve with that. And even on race days at the moment, we've got to supply all the food for the jockeys and whatnot. And as you can imagine, they don't get into hamburgers and pies and pasties. So it's all the salads and those sort of things, and how we're preparing them and how we individually got to give them to the jockeys without getting any transition of communal touching and feeling and moving things, and there's all these different things that we've got to look at. So while it's been a challenging time, I think as a community and as a business, we'll be far better in the future.
Into the future.
Yeah, absolutely, on so many different levels.
Yeah, and Brian, as you said, you've got one of the vans laid down at the moment, and that, but you see the potential to be able to grow your business, or are you quite happy and contented the way it's working now?
Yeah, we did run 3 vehicles, team of 5 staff at one stage. Obviously, there's a small team that is, myself obviously doing behind the scenes, and Lisa, my business partner, and her husband. So our obviously business model recently has quite changed with now doing home deliveries. So moving into that side of it, Chris is, he just had shoulder surgery, actually, but so he runs all the pre-bookings for the home delivery. Lisa obviously a barista herself, and me behind the scenes. In the future, it's probably a bit of a stretch to get all 3 back up and running at once. Definitely see opportunity in maybe sublease or something like that. We obviously, they're state-of-the-art, brand new, coffee vehicles, they're everything ready to go, and we definitely obviously can know that it will definitely help somebody get into the industry at an affordable cost. So we'll probably just focus on what we're doing at the moment, and then in time we'll sort of see how this current situation does turn around. Home deliveries has been pretty special, bringing neighbours and things like that together and stepping outside the box. Never thought we'd be doing this stuff at the moment, but having a bit of fun along the way, so that's good. That's
a very interesting one, the home delivery. So somebody actually rings you up and says, look, we've got a bit of a get-together here or whatever. Is there a minimum of, like, say, for instance, there's only 4 people ring up and so forth. You still do that? I mean, is there a distance you go in the area?
Yeah. So
you go to the valley or anywhere? Or?
Yeah, so at the moment we're keeping it, obviously, with the home deliveries, areas, you know, Gawler, Everston, and surrounding suburbs out here. Couple of days a week, as well as then obviously Craigmore, Blakeview, Warnay, all them sorts of areas. At the moment, you know, the mum's home with a couple of kids, so there's a few hot chocolates and things. At the moment, some houses, the way it turns out, you know, one might have one order and actually the neighbours ordered without even speaking to each other. So we're happy at the moment with how it's going. You know, probably like minimum, say 4 coffees a stop or something like that.
That's great.
But just adjusting on the fly. Getting any feedback from customers. Because that one turns into 10 by the time that they tell the neighbour or they ask, hang on, why was the coffee van there this morning and how do I get involved? So we've got a community group on Facebook, and it's growing every day. And it honestly is truly like pretty special to see all, like Lisa was telling me a special story of one of the customers never met a neighbour before. And then they ordered a coffee and now they're best friends. So that's cool.
Well, certainly the word of mouth is the publicity. That's really what goes out there. You can have media reports and adverts and all that sort of thing, but you know, if somebody comes to the races and has a really good time, they tell somebody. I know the times that I've been here, the food is just so yummy. You know, you put on a couple of kilo, so without a doubt, I feel sure that your business will grow. It's tremendous what you've done and starting it up like that, and I wish you all the very, very best in the future.
Thank you.
And it's a matter of people getting your number and giving you a call when they want that coffee. And Shane, we look forward to many events happening back here. Hopefully this will get away as quick as it possibly can, and we can both be part of this town of Gawler. It's certainly the best of town and country. You know, when you sit here and you look out and you see the country and all, and 22,000 people live in this town, and you know, something like nearly a half go somewhere else to work every day. But we can feel very proud here and very proud to have you two as business people in the Gawler providing the facilities that we need.
I appreciate your kind words. I don't know if I've got enough money in my kick to pay you for all these nice words you've said today, mate. But look, it is wonderful. I mean, I'm an Adelaide Hills boy, but you know, Gawler being my employment base and has been for the last 4 years, just love the region, love the people. We love supporting local businesses. You know, we'll be supporting, you know, Brian going forward, and we're looking for a new coffee supplier. So look, there's plenty of good people, and we love supporting local people. So no, we appreciate what you guys are doing as well, because it's important we do get that connection.
I think the Business Development Board and that is certainly looking at trying to find more and more ways that they can sort of help yourselves build it up, and word of mouth is going to make all that happen. So I hope you've enjoyed it today, Brian.
Yeah, thanks so much. Obviously, I want to second what Shane said, and thanks so much for Karen reaching out yesterday and getting in touch. It's great to see what you're doing, and also obviously just to the loyal customers and everything like that who does stop by every day. I know that we're a big part of their morning, but just as long as they know that they make our morning and start our day the way that we do. So all the support that we've received, even kind donations for other sport workers and things like that that are on the front line, police, ambulance, whatever it may be, doctors. It really is good to see what they're doing. And just I hope that they know how much it means to those that they're helping out. So thanks so much.
Thank you to you both.
No worries. Thank you.